back at our Fab 40s project. Now we're moving on to the finished stage of the project, which is the exciting time, the time that most things start to happen one after the other. So we're about 3-4 weeks out from completion, hopefully 3.
Hopefully.
And we've run into a couple of issues. If you can tell, the house is not the color that it's supposed to be. It's yellow.
Yes. So nice.
There was a mistake between the color that we chose. It was taken down wrong, and then the whole house was painted the wrong color. So we already met with the Sherman William rep earlier, and he is fantastic and going to take care of it for us. So he's going to come back and try out a couple samples in different colors for us to choose from. We're going for a more white color with a black trim. Inside too, the light's kind of hitting it weird, bringing out a yellow undertone inside the house. So we're going to change up that color too. It's worked well in other houses, but in this house it just doesn't. It doesn't show the same color.
No.
And it's one of those things that you kind of learn over the years is to always do swatches and to look at it on that particular house. Sometimes it's the material, it shows up differently, the lighting of the house, how much natural light's coming in or how dark it is, or just different things that will bring out the colors differently in a project. So this one, usually I'm able to catch it right away, but I was showing property out of the area and wasn't able to come by, and then all of a sudden the house is almost done. So unfortunately they're gonna paint over, but we'll get it right. Other thing we need to do, our tile guy is here right now. He is measuring to make sure that I've got the right amount of tile for all of the bathrooms. And I also, true to form, have come up with a very complex design for him on one of the bathrooms, so I need to run it past him of how we're going to edge out the end of the tile. So, come on in. So we're in the master bath now. We are with our fabulous tile guy, Ivan. He has worked with us for years and years, and he knows me very well and knows that I never give him easy projects to do. So true to form, this one is going to be a little bit complicated, so I wanted your advice on how we can get this done. The design is, this is the hexagonal tile that comes in about 18 by 18. We'll carry this on the floor here, and then I want to go up the wall with it, over and down, and then on the other side start it again, end it about where that drywall line is there, and then finish it off with this pebble round on the top part. This will also serve for the shower floor. Here's the complicated part though. What I wanted to do in the middle of those is to put a border so it breaks it up.
That's a nice one. Yeah.
It's nice. The problem with it is that the side, when we're going to come around this way, is how to edge off the end there. So usually we're using Schluter to edge off, and it makes a really nice finish to these tile, but we're usually only working with, what, 1/3 an inch or so. So the Schluter will wrap around. It's a nice metal piece that we always pick to match the faucets. But in this case, it's much wider. And there's not Schluter big enough to be able to cover that. So any ideas?
Only 45 here. There you go.
So if I cut it, if you cut it, 45-degree angle this way, then you'll be able to take that piece and curve it around the edge.
So you're behind it, yes.
Okay.
It's going to go behind the top, behind this.
Will it look nice and clean?
Yes.
It always does. Okay, so this one, do you remember the tile that we did in the master at 35th Street?
Okay.
And then you remember how you bordered around?
No.
Okay, so kind of the same thing here. So white, and what I'm trying to find right now, because they don't carry it anymore, is the matte white 12 by 24 that we used to use all the time. They stopped carrying it. They only have a glossy one now. So I'm trying to find that. But that would be the main floor, the white 12 by 24. But on the floor, it's the 12 by 24. And then remember how you cut down the middle of it to make it 6 inch? And and we did that as a border going around. I want to do the same thing in this bathroom. So border around here, white in the middle, white as our filler here, and then the 12 by 12 version of that as 12 by 12 or 8 by 8, I can't remember. On the back wall of there, and the back wall of the tub, yeah, the center wall.
Oh, and it's here now.
I totally forgot there was a window in this bathroom.
Yeah. How'd you forget there was a window in this bathroom?
I totally forgot about that here. So that kind of throws it off. You know, as an idea, what if we bordered the window with this? Holy shit, I just walked and looked. Did you get this on camera?
Yes.
You are about the shoes.
Right.
Is it the tar that?
Yeah, the shower pan's still on test.
OMG, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since my boots just showed you what a hot mop is, let me explain to you why we do them. So you can either do a shower pan or you can hot mop. If you hot mop, then that allows you to actually put tile on the bottom of the shower. And that is the preferred look that of most people and the way that I like to do it. I usually like to use a pebble round on the bottom. It just gives it a really nice, clean spa-like look.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have a spot on you. By the end of today, I'm gonna be covered in dust. I got dust on my dress. Okay, so what if we bordered, and I just got paint on my hands too. Can you hold that?
Border all the way to the...
So usually when we're ordering our tile, we're getting it from a place called Flooring Decor. They are local, they have a huge selection, and they are a great price point as well. But when we do these custom homes, I like to get custom tile to go along with it. So my tips for that would just be make sure you're getting a sample first. A lot of times they look different online than they do in person. And also make sure that you're allowing enough time for any issues to come up during shipping. I've had a number of issues come up with my crates being lost, sending me the wrong kind of tile, it not looking the way it's supposed to. So just make sure you're planning accordingly for a custom tile design.
So let's go over the numbers for this week. We did have some change orders. Unfortunately, we had some big change orders this week. Starting off with $1,404 in paint change orders. Those are just touch-up items, and with that whole paint fiasco, we had to pay a little bit extra in labor. We also decided to do some paint on the basement floor there. It's special paint per basement, but we decided to do that. That was only $356. We decided to add in some shower glass doors in some of the guest bathrooms that we weren't going to, so that came out to $2,440. And then the big whopper was the custom master closet. Instead of just doing a boring, rod and shelf, we decided to really go big on the master closet and do that custom design with the exterior access, the Narnia door, if you will. So that was $9,736, which brings our total changes this week to $17,350. Ouch. Our new total budget is $420,660. I really hope that is it, and that the bleeding stops there, but knowing the way that these projects go, we get hit with the most amount of change orders at the end of the project. So, but fingers crossed that that doesn't continue. We have a new projected on-market date of November 30th. We did fall behind by a few days with that whole paint issue, so we now have a projected date of November 30th. Still plenty of time before Christmas, so hopefully we have no further delays. That's it for this week, and we look forward to seeing you next week.